Good afternoon. It is opening day, and the Bats did not show up for opening day today as they fall to the San Diego Padres 2-0. This is Giants Roundup on Thursday, March 28, 2019. Follow on Twitter. Follow on Twitter, Facebook, all the other social media. And also hit that like button. Please be kind and hit that subscribe button. And yeah, it was Bumgarner was good today, but oops, my bad, my bad. But yeah, this is not a good. The Bats were nowhere to be seen in San Diego today. The Giants, but Bumgarner was definitely in mid-season form today against the Padres. He goes 7 innings strong, allows only 5 hits, strikes out 9, walks 1, 2 earned runs. Definitely much better than the Madison Bumgarner in spring training, so definitely no worries about Madison Bumgarner today. Nick Vincent puts up a 0 in the 8th inning. Today it was the Will Meyer show. 2 hits, one of them a home run in the 3rd inning, and that was unfortunately the dagger. Fernando Tatis Jr., 2 hits. Not a lot of hits in this game. 6 for the Padres, 5 for the Giants, but the big difference was the 2 on the run side for the Friars. And Bumgarner had a hit today. Evan Longoria going 2 for 4. Brandon Belt 0 for. Steven Duggar 0 for today. Connor Joe, yeah, it's going to be a mess in left field today. He had 1 at bat and then was substituted for Yangervis Solarte, who come in. And yeah, it is a total mess. It's going to be a train wreck in left field. I'm wondering how long Connor Joe will be our left fielder until we. But we will be keeping tabs on some of the guys down in AAA. Maybe Mike Gerber can tear it up and maybe shore up the left field spot. So and they don't, or they could look on the waiver wire to acquire an outfielder, but this is pretty much going to be your team for this year, for better or for worse, as in terms of outfielding. Gerardo Parra 0 for today also. But the good part for the Friars is that Machado goes hitless in his Padres debut. So that we can take some solace on that. And Eric Lauer was just good on the mound today. 6 scoreless innings, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk. And the Bats are just. If there's any. Also, a good part is it's only game 1, so tomorrow will be a better day. I expect the Bats to come out swinging, but there's just not a lot of power and a lot of pop in this offense this year. So, as I say, it's going to be what it's going to be, for better or for worse, as in terms of the hitting. And it looks like Mac Williamson designated for assignment today, so he's on his way to clear waivers. We'll see if he clears waivers or not before he heads. He might clear waivers and head to Sacramento. They start their season next week. He could be on the short list of a call-up if Connor Joe continues to struggle. And as I say, it's only game 1. And I honestly, I didn't think this was going to be I don't think this team is a contender by any means, the way the roster is assembled as it is right now. I think there's certainly going to be some days like this, and I kind of think the the preseason series against Oakland tells me that runs and wins could be hard to come by this year, but we've definitely got plenty of bullpen arms and pitching arms that we could look at some point to trade for some outfielding prospects that are closer to MLB ready. And certainly there is going to be a lot of looks at guys like Heath Quinn in Double A. Maybe Chris Shaw can cut down on the strikeouts and get himself up in the show, back up in the show sooner than later. Of course, Austin Slater. And this San Diego team, they're not. I don't think they're the same old Padres anymore. They've got a nice. This is a team that's looking to turn the corner and start contending this year. So it's going to be what it's going to be this year, and you just have to trust the process. The process in this. Zaides was dealt a bad roster as it was with undoing a lot of these bad contracts that the previous GM Bobby Evans went through, and it's going to take some time. It's Rome wasn't built overnight, but it's to me, I don't think this season can be a success based on wins or losses this year. It will. I think it would be success based on acquisitions and acquiring farm talent. So it's that's how I feel. That's how I feel. This is a scratch year. My expectations are kind of low, but I think that I'm looking forward to seeing some of the baby giants up with the team at some point later this year, and that's something to look forward to. But we just the bats need to be. But we'll see. Hopefully though, we can get some of these guys off the schneid tomorrow. Like, well, Posey was 1 for 4 today. Crawford 1 for 3. Longoria 2 for 4. So that might be a good sign in itself if Longoria can start getting some hits together. Maybe he can rebound this year. So definitely Longoria was a real bright spot for the Giants today. Panic's bat went AWOL today. But just lefty pitching did this team in. And this was a reoccurring theme from last year. They could not hit against the lefty pitchers, and it's just still going to be a lot of adjusting to just a lot of things that have to be done to this roster, and this is not a complete roster by any means. As I said, it's I'm but this is only game one though. There's a lot of reasons to still root for the Giants even if they don't make the playoffs this year. It's a lot of prospects to look in the show, and I'm interested to see what prospects we get later on this year. But now it's on to tomorrow. Tomorrow will be game 2 against the San Diego Padres. And tomorrow will be a 7 o'clock. Don't want that. Gamecast. Here we are. Tomorrow will be a 7 o'clock game on NBC Sports Bay Area. Your starter tomorrow will be Derek Holland, going up against Joey Lucchesi, another left-handed pitcher. So definitely their work cut out for them. So hopefully the bats will be a skosh better tomorrow. Lucchesi definitely a guy who looked like an ace for the Padres last year, hoping to build on what happened last year. So their work is cut out for them on that. And really, it's this year. It's going to be a lot of eyes on the minors this year. I think we're going to be watching the River Cats more than we ever did because we need some of these prospects to hit the ball and prove that they're ready to go up in the show. This is maybe where the Giants can consider this to be a successful year, if you can find that pop in the minors and get it to translate to the show. But now let's reach around, do the MLB reach around for today. In the Bronx, the Yankees win their home opener against the Baltimore Orioles 7-2. Masahiro Tanaka takes the win for the Bombers, taking the loss. Andrew Kashner. All rise! Here comes the judge. Here comes the judge. Aaron Judge 2 for 3 today. Greg Bird having a good start, getting his first home run of the year. Giancarlo Stanton goes 1 for 3. And Trey Mancini, the bright spot for the Orioles, going 3 for 4. And Kashner tagged for 6 earned in 4 innings. And yeah, it's going to be a long year for Baltimore. In D.C., the Nationals get blanked by the Mets 2-0, taking the win. Jacob deGrom, 6 scoreless innings. Strikes out 10. Max Scherzer takes the loss. Strikes out 12 in a losing effort. Pitches 7 2/3 strong innings. Robinson Cano going 2 for 4 in his Mets debut with a home run. And this was at his first at bat. So definitely a rude welcome to the Nationals for that. And that ended up being the game winner. Trey Turner goes 2 for 4. And it looks like the Nats might just be all right without Bryce Harper. The Brewers, this was a good game. Taking the loss, Miles Mikolas, Yoelis Chacin takes the win for the Brewers. Beats the Cardinals 5-4. And Yoelis Chacin, the pitcher, going 2 for 2. And yeah, provided his own offense today with a home run in Milwaukee. So definitely a good start for the Brew Crew today. Lorenzo Cain with a home run robbing catch to win it to save the game for the Brewers today. And Miles Mikolas definitely did not look like an ace today. Gets tagged for 5 earned in 5 innings pitched for St. Louis. In Philly, the new look Phillies clobber the Braves 10-4. Aaron Nola gets the win. Julio Teheran takes the loss. Andrew McCutchen, the former Giant, gets a home run in his Philadelphia Phillies debuts. Gene Segura 2 for 4. Harper goes hitless in his debut, and that was no problem for the Phillies today. Maikel Franco saying, "I'm not saying I want to stay on this team." Hits his own home run. In Toronto, the Tigers blank the Blue Jays 2-0, taking the win. Alcantara taking the loss. Daniel Hudson. Marcus Stroman looked healthy today. 7 scoreless innings. The 7 walks were the good. The bad is the 4 walks. So 7 strikeouts, the 4 walks. So it was not all that great. Jordan Zimmerman, 7 scoreless innings. And today down at the Ravine, the LA Dodgers clobber the Arizona Diamondbacks 12-5. Hyunjin Ryu takes the win. 6 strong innings, 1 earned run. Zach Greinke, oh, what a rude welcome to Chavez Ravine today. 7 earned and 3 2/3 innings pitched. Jock Peterson, 3 for 5 today for the Dodgers. Kike Hernandez goes 2 for 3. Austin Barnes, 3 for 4. And yeah, there was a lot of bombs today in LA. Then Adam Jones goes 2 for 4 in his D-backs debut. Edwin Escobar 2 for 4. Clay Walker 2 for 4. And Matt Cope comes in, surrenders 5 earned. So yeah, it's looking more like the Arizona team I expected it to be this year. In Tampa Bay, the Astros beat the Rays 5-1, taking the win. Justin Verlander, 1 earned in 7 innings pitched, taking the loss. Blake Snell, yeah, they're gonna have days like this. 5 earned in 6 innings pitched for Snell. Tommy Pham goes 2 for 4 for Tampa Bay. Jose Altuve 2 for 4 for the Michael Brantley, making his Astros debut, goes 2 for 4. Yuli Gurriel 2 for 4. And Verlander was Verlander today. In Arlington, the Cubs blast the Rangers 12-4, taking the win. John Lester, 2 earned in 6 innings pitched. Mike Minor takes the loss, 4 2/3 innings pitched, 6 earned runs. Elvis Andrus goes 3 for 4 for Texas. And then Javi Baez goes 2 for 5, hits 2 bombs today. Jesse Chavez, 3 earned and 2/3 innings pitched for the Rangers. Doughty, 3 earned and 2 innings pitched. And on the other side of the bay today, the Oakland A's get the win over the LA Angels. 4-0. Mike Fiers gets the win for the A's, taking the loss for the Halos is former A Trevor Cahill. Robbie Grossman going 2 for 4 in his A's debut at the Coliseum. And speaking of the A's, they acquired Kendrys Morales in a trade with Matt Olson getting hurt. So definitely some good insurance there for the A's. In Minnesota, the new look Twins beat the Indians 2-0, taking the win. Jose Barrios, the new ace of the Minnesota Twins, taking the loss. Corey Kluber, 7 innings pitched, 2 earned. And they only got 4 hits, but the 2 runs were the difference. And the Twins pitching holds the Indians to just 2 measly stinking hits today. In Miami, the Rockies clobber the Marlins 6-3, taking the win. Kyle Freeland taking the loss. Jose Reyna all goes 3 for 4 today, and Trevor Story hits his first home run of the year for the Rockies. In Cincinnati, the new look Reds beat the Pirates 5-3, taking the win. Zach Duke taking the loss. Jameson Tylon. David Hernandez picks up the save for the Reds. Jose Peraza goes 2 for 4. Jose Iglesias goes 2 for 3 for the Reds. And a lot of mixing and matching by the Reds. And Derek Dietrich crushes a 3-run bomb in a pinch hit in his Reds debut today. Games currently in progress. The Royals are leading the White Sox 5-1 in the top of the 9th inning. And in Seattle, the Mariners currently lead the Red Sox 8-2. Seattle looking to go 3-0 in a year where they stripped down the team. Who would have thunked it? But still, it's early in the year and way before the correction hits. We'll be back on air Saturday after the Giants and Padres game 3. Thanks for tuning in today. Have a good rest of your Thursday night. Stay giant, whether it's 100 wins, 100 losses, and peace.